That's what it all started.
Yeah.
We live.
It wasn't as professional.
Let me see where we at with this one. Hold on, let me do my.
Good evening. Good evening. Peace.
What up, y'all?
We come to you live. We at the headquarters. Time is at hand entertainment. Introduce yourself.
DQ.
What's your company?
I got a couple. Got no Carbonado, kind of alliance program. Galactic Tribe. You know, yes, sir.
And who we got next to you?
Come on. Big Jew. Golden Results Construction. Soon coming Golden Bro Media. And man, just a good person.
We got our brother Kareem in the building. We do want to shout him out. You know, so it is a 4-man tandem. All right. So we come to you about today's show is about accountability, unity, and our progress where we at right now. So we like to touch on accountability first. And coming together, holding each other's feet to the fire, making sure that what we say we're going to do, we carry that out. So DQ, you want to tell them a little bit about what you've been doing in the community? He has the Wakanda Alliance, and he does that. How frequent have you been doing that?
I've been doing it since 2019. We've been doing it since 2019, and it's been going great. A lot of progress. The reason why we did it was because we wanted. I seen kids out here playing, and I was just like, yo. By next year, these kids are not going to be able to have a safe place to play, you know. So, and then plus on top of that, like I grew up where I was able to have, the freedom to imagine, and seeing these kids nowadays, a lot of them, our kids that look like us, they don't have that. So I wanted to create a program to help them, have a safe space so they can be creative and innovative.
And tell the folks where you carry that program out.
It started at BCAT, and then now it's over at King Urban Life Center.
On Genesee, is it twice a month, every other Saturday?
Yep, it's twice a month, the second and the fourth weekend, or Saturday of the month. So, yeah.
And your kids could come there and learn about Afrofuturism.
Yes, sir.
So it's about what we're doing now. You need to know your history, obviously. But where are we going in the future? We have to plan for tomorrow, for the kids. Now, Jew, tell them about what you got going on with Golden Construction.
Oh, man. Golden Results Construction is in the seed stage. Actually just turned 2. This August, we celebrating 2 years. So I'm excited. I'm excited to say we lasted that long. You know, they say multiple companies fail within a certain time frame, so right now I'm proud to say that this seed is growing and continuing to water it, and just adding aspects to the company that can ensure that growth. So yeah, we outside, we doing concrete, we doing fencing, we doing interior design, tear outs, we get into it, literally,
actively get into it. It's not something he just talking about. We've seen his results. We need you to touch base with him on Facebook. He's licensed. He has a background with the unions. So we need, if we talk about unity in our community, we are in the inner city on the east side of Buffalo right now. You need to touch base with him for any of your needs for construction. All right? So that's what we need to do. All right, so we came together for this show to show you guys what we've been doing every week. Every Thursday we meet, we talk about what we're doing, what's our progress, holding each other accountable, holding our feet to the fire. So we said this week we're going to film it and just show you that if you want to come on board, you need to reach out to us now. Come on board. We hold everybody's feet to the fire and tell it, so we can get going.
Yeah. And I also think that another reason why we wanted to showcase this is because just to let people into, the conversations that we have about life, anything that's going on with each other. We've talked about a lot of real subjects, personal ones as well. So, I think that showing that vulnerability amongst, strong black men is important for other black men to see, so they can see that, it's okay to be, yourself. It's okay to pour into your brother like your brother should be pouring into you. You know what I mean? So, those are some of the reasons why we decided to do something like this, because a lot of people will look at us and have their own perception about us before they even get a chance to even talk to us. So I think, these are important reasons why we need to have this type of show or, discussion, right?
Like-mindedness. What we're talking about. Go ahead, Joe.
Definitely. Fact is, every successful corporation or people throughout history, they were part of a mastermind group. You get what I'm saying? That's a technical phrase. You can Google that phrase and it'll come up with a definition. A group of people that have resources, that share those resources with each other and hold each other accountable. It's called a mastermind group, and this is where we can share ideas. We can come to the table and say, okay, I have this resource over here that's useful to you. You get what I'm saying? I know somebody that make the shirts for your movement or for my movement. You get what I'm saying? We all have a lot of resources that when we pull them together, we can become that more successful and just have that more value at the table. That much more value at the table. And really it's important that we do that, because why would I hoard all this and those resources will die with me? You get what I'm saying? Whereas we could put them here and they can produce fruit, And that's we can really share that.
That's exactly how we came together. Obviously, we like-minded. Our brother right here is the glue who connected all four of us. But we came in and said, what can we really do for each other? If we being all the way transparent, I haven't asked for one thing. I've pointed everything towards what are we going to do for Jew right now? What are we going to do for Carbonado right now? Because they have the construction aspect of it. And we know in the city of Buffalo, there's a lot of finances right now coming through the pipeline for construction. So why wouldn't I try to build that to my brothers who already have it going on? Why would I try to go set mine up to hoard it for me when I know it's brothers who already doing that work? Let's get them those contracts. And that's how we came together.
Yeah, absolutely. And then for me, looking at it with me and DQ being in the same industry, I'm like, hold on, this is my brother. We can really pull something together and help each other. I got great ideas for my company that I could bring to him that we can bring to life together. You get what I'm saying? And not looking at it, absolutely, because wealth isn't created by competition. You get what I'm saying? That's that finite, way of thinking, but wealth is generated from inside of us. You get what I'm saying? Through ideas and creativity, and we bring that to the table in different aspects. Right. So I want to help with that. You get what I'm saying? I want to help my brother's movement and give him ideas and help him with those contracts. We're gonna get these jobs completed and in a great way.
Yeah, definitely.
Really.
I went to a meeting today, and this is for the community so that you can show up to the next meetings. And you have to Google stuff. You're on your phone every day. You have to go search these things out. There was a meeting today about grants being given to property owners for commercial property. The grant is up to $100,000. So those type of things for our brothers who are in the community, they have these grants. Obviously, there's different guidelines that you have to meet. And what intrigued me was you can pick your own contractor. So why wouldn't I get the grant for the headquarters and give the money? It goes directly to the contractor of your choice. You see what I'm saying? They can pick the contractor for you, but why wouldn't I direct it right to in-house or our brothers right in the community? And that's what it's about. So you have until September 16th. Again, go Google the grants that are coming out for property owners. Right now it's the commercial properties. if you have a commercial property out there, you should be touching base and coming to these meetings so you can get the grants and also do the work yourself. You got to put a 10% down. But there's stuff out here coming through Buffalo's pipeline that we have to take advantage of. All right. So that's where we at with that, brothers.
Yeah.
So how's everybody feeling this week?
Blessed, man.
We were in here before the cameras rolled. We were talking nutrition and fitness, being all the way transparent. We got 2 guys out of the 4 that are super fit, and I love it. And we got me and my other brother, DQ, but we about to get on the path. We're about to get on the path. I'm not afraid to show you who I am today because I'm going to show you who I am tomorrow, too.
I'm a big belly man right now.
See?
So
we're gonna work on it.
So I would like to pass it to Jude for a minute to talk about nutrition in our community. Go ahead, Jude. Just tell them, I guess, preliminary, give them a couple options what they should wake up, what we should wake up to and put in our body first thing when you wake up. Give us before noon what you put in your body specifically. Like take us through today.
Yeah. And that's important. Like those waking moments are the most important moments of our day. We're actually creating our day in those moments, you know?
Yeah.
Like really, like in a real way, like we're in an alpha mind state, alpha brainwave state, you know, for the first 20 minutes after we wake up.
Okay.
You know, so that's really like a creative state. So you're in an alpha brainwave state when you're meditating, when you're out in nature, when you're like slipping into your slumber.
Okay.
Like it's like halfway between the dream and wake state.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But
so the first 20 minutes.
It's important. It's important. So the first thing you should put in your mind is some positivity. You get what I'm saying? Something that pours into you. Something that is life giving. You know, whether it's you sitting and meditating or listening to something that's inspiring. You know, but that's really like important. Not waking up thinking about what we got to do today. Don't wake up, check Facebook. Don't wake up and think about the problems that we might have had from yesterday. You get what I'm saying? This is a new day and we can create it right here. So those first 20 minutes, the first thing we should do is like find something to pour into us, like spiritually, like mentally, something that inspires us.
So tell us, like today is Thursday. Did you meditate, pray? Did you read anything today?
Oh, absolutely.
Specifically?
As soon as I woke, okay, so I go to sleep meditations. I didn't get a bunch of sleep last night, but
because he working. Because he got a family to feed. He got to feed himself.
That's a fact. Yeah, definitely. I'm a father, and my daughter requires that attention too. So so my first couple moments, checking on her, making sure she's good. I have to make sure she got to school today, but also really just sitting and doing that breath work and like calming myself. You get what I'm saying? Because my day consists of high energy. I could be on, a joist or, digging something underground. Today I was more so digging, but
again, he does construction just to keep y'all up to par.
Definitely.
So he woke up, calmed himself to get ready for a stressful day, but he has to go do it. Go ahead, talk to us. What's your day?
So just sitting doing that breath working. Letting God talk to me, like listening, like what I should do, where I should go, who I should call. And knowing this was coming up today, I know some ideas are going to come up. So I actually saw like a flyer that came in the mail, but it said something like they was advertising something and it said fast. So I said, okay, I'm going to take a couple hours off and eating. You get what I'm saying? And listen, you get what I'm saying? Like I just took that as a message, like, okay, take some time away from, just filling my body up because I love food, even though, I exercise and all that, like, I tend to eat healthy more often than not, but I still love food. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something that absolutely. But but I wanted to take that time and listen. Listen to spirit and know what needs to like flow through us. So I'll flow through this conversation.
So talk specifically to like me and DQ. We put our weight on the table earlier. Okay. But me and DQ should have woke up this morning and meditated like we do. We pray. And what should we have done, in your opinion, food, liquid wise?
Drink some water.
First.
Next. Water first. The best thing to do to break a fast with is dates. You know,
Okay.
I actually learned that
That's what we do.
yeah. But it's actually really good for the body.
Okay.
It's actually really good for the body.
Now,
I eat a lot of dates.
do you? I don't mean to keep interjecting, but just for our audience, we got to remember. Do you put those in a smoothie?
Yeah. I put them in a smoothie, or I'm also had these dates that have like coconut with them, so I'll just eat them like that, like it's like a snack.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely in a smoothie. So that's actually what I had for breakfast. Me and my daughter, we had a smoothie, mixed berry smoothie, and yeah. After that, we get into it. So yeah.
Okay.
Something else, and y'all mentioned it earlier. When we were off camera, we were talking about nutrition, but somebody mentioned fermentations. A brother mentioned fermentation.
Yeah.
I'm really big on that. Like, it's really good for gut health.
Okay.
You know, that's something really good. And most of them tend to have like apple cider vinegar in it too.
Okay.
So that's something we'll do.
Okay.
You know, take a shot of apple cider vinegar early in the day. Definitely some sea moss.
And that kind of clears you out.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. It's a great way.
Which one?
Sauerkraut, pickles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that type of food group, if you can't hear our brother off camera, sauerkraut, pickles, that type of food group
Anything
kind of
fermented.
clear you out.
It's really good for gut health because the probiotics in it and it's like good bacteria in it that are serving us, you know. Then after that, so I was out playing yesterday, fell off my skateboard, so I had to go stretch. I went to the gym early in the morning. So that was necessary. Sat in that sauna too. So that's what a morning for me, like a rising that I really want to have, like that's what it'll look like. You know, like I'll
That's
wake up and
perfect.
do it. Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about, holding each other's feet to the fire. He gave me this information today. I have to implement this information today so that tomorrow I can start feeling better. See, I'm taking heed to this myself. Hopefully you will take heed. But this show is about us holding each other's feet to the fire, self-accountability for each other. Now, if you learn something from it, all praises to the Most High. But this is why we meet every week to hold each other accountable. All right? So this week was actually you had a sneaker drive. I want to move on to the sneaker drive. I posted it under Benny and El Camino's post. I know you guys are busy. But I definitely need the guys in the community who get fly, and I know you don't wear your Air Forces past 1 or 2 times, to come donate your sneakers and give back to the kids in Buffalo. I'm sure you do it through your own programs. I know Conway Cares has a great program, but I need you to get with DQ, Wakanda Alliance, Galactic Tribe, Feed Buffalo, and bring all of your, they can be new or slightly used sneakers. You can drop them off. Did we pass the date? The drop-off date?
Nope. The drop-off date is actually Saturday. But deadline is Saturday. This Saturday. But I mean,
Give them at least one address.
Yeah, Black Monarchy. Black Monarchy. I don't have it's on West Ferry.
Google
West
it.
Utica.
West Utica.
Yeah, West
Bring
Utica.
some sneakers for the kids. We're not trying to wear them. We give them to the kids. You know they go back to school next month.
It's our third annual sneaker drive. So we've been doing it. It's been successful. A lot of kids, a lot of families have been happy. And we give them brand new socks as well. And I mean, come on, like everything that's been going on with the pandemics and anything like that. And I say pandemics because it's the two of them, right? So we wanted to do this so we can give our people back, some relief, especially the parents, because now the prices ain't dropping. The prices is going up. So we got to try to do something to, offset that pressure off of them. So
Y'all can relate.
Yeah.
You in the community with us.
Exactly.
Let's stop pretending like you can't relate.
Exactly.
So you drop those sneakers off to Black Monarchy over on
Monarchy.
West Utica.
It's West Utica, or you can drop.
You can
off
use here.
Yeah, here.
1526 Genesee.
Boom. Or Open Buffalo as well. That's on Jefferson and Utica. So you can go drop them off over there. Open Buffalo, Black Monarchy, Tabernacle, Church. You can drop them off over there as well. So Here it is.
Yeah.
Or if you need any official like addresses, just inbox DQ
yeah, exactly.
or any of us,
Yeah.
and we can relay that message
Make
and
that.
make that happen.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. We Jai kind of like going off the script, right? Let's
That's what we do.
let's just keep it organic.
Go ahead.
How we've been doing it, like just having just regular talks, so people can just sit there and be like, you know what, man, I can relate to that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pull us back in.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's on your heard?
What's on? Okay, so
I got a question.
Yeah.
I actually heard this author say that. It spoke to me, and I thought about us immediately. Like, what do we want to create, and what do we want to produce? You get what I'm saying? Now, he said this is what some of the great leaders in their meetings ask. Not what we need or what we want from the people or something like that. Like, what do we want to create here, and what do we want to produce?
So that's a broad question. What first thing comes to my mind is I want to create and produce a generation of kids who are righteous and law abiding and don't follow the ways of come out the mud. You gotta get it out the mud. Now I know that might seem like a tough task, but we have to produce. And he asked me the question of what I would like to produce: that next generation of kids who are righteous and law abiding, who do not delight in wickedness. I want to finally see some kids turn their face to wickedness, who don't want to twerk, who don't want to pretend like air guns in the video is that. Because, like I tell my brothers, I'm talking to the children. I'm talking to your kids. Now, as a grown man, if you disagree with anything I'm saying to you, then I'm telling your kids this. This is for your children. And if you don't want that for your children, then me and you just fundamentally disagree. So that's what I would like to produce, and that's what I'm trying to produce in my household. Now, I know that takes time building the community, but it's doable. Because there was a time where we once thought righteously, and we can get back there. But it starts with the parents and the fathers and the mothers in the home.
Right.
What would you like to
And just to piggyback off what he was saying as far as righteousness, like for me, I said this a couple years ago when I had a conversation with my brother Idris, YG, and I said, I want to get back to where righteousness was cool. I want to make it cool again. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, making sure that I was always putting on certain clothes that spoke that.
Yeah.
What era was that?
What era? This was just.
That was righteousness. EPMD.
Well, yeah, right. It was hip hop, right?
It was on our way out.
Yeah, hip hop was, that's what made me become Muslim was hip hop.
Yeah.
It was, the thing that influenced me because I was hearing like Eric B. and Rakim.
Was it cool to use smack back in the day and ecstasy? That was whack.
That was never.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, like
Our brother off camera
exactly.
said
That was whack.
Yeah, like man, like drug use was whack.
Frowned upon.
Yeah, like you had grown men.
That's whack.
You had grown men. You had grown women. I mean, matter of fact, no, let me take that back. They grown now. But you had teenagers like rapping and like crack and whack and all of that. I'm talking about
Karen Smith say? Money. He said shoes, clothes, and ice. I buy for my wife.
Yeah.
Brothers caring more about that than they caring about being in action. You got more shoes than women. So
now check this.
more
Now
jewelry.
today, right? People talk about that, right? People talk about the ice and all this flashy stuff. But guess what? Guess when? The opposition. The opposition, they getting their money right, and they going to buy guns. They're going to buy, other things because
Land.
Exactly, land. Like they not thinking
They got
like
chicken coops. They got
Right,
fish ponds
right.
all out in
to be
Congo.
self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Word. And that's
what I was
Solar panels.
right. But then shit, I don't even want to even let that be known. Like that's the wavelength that we on. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
next week we need to talk about what we need to do in the communities, like all these Arabs here. We need to have those stores.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
we kick about that too.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact.
Truthfully, and I mean, so that's what I'm on. Like really, so you asked me like, what do I want to produce? Or I guess I asked the question, but to answer that, I want to enlighten the world, like really, or as many people as I could touch, as many people as I could have a conversation with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want us both to walk away from that conversation feeling enlightened. You know? Like literally, think about that word. We use a lot of words that we don't really like understand the meaning of, and we just say these things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm really big on words. I'm a wordy individual. People that know me, you know, I'm good with words.
Yeah.
You know, but that word enlightenment, like, is literally like a light, like clicking on inside of us. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we walk away feeling like powerful. You know, we feeling that God power inside of us.
Look at him, her, right there.
Definitely.
You enlightening somebody right now.
Yeah. Somebody's tapped in and they feeling this, and it's important that we pour into each other, that we have those, you know, lights among us that can flick on that light switch. You get what I'm saying? And I've had somebody flick on that light switch in me, and I woke up. I'm like, really, like I could do better. I could be more. I could be a bigger blessing out here, you know. And it's important that we fall into that, like, or rest into that, not fall into it. So yeah, I want to enlighten us. Like we have so much in us. Like it's so much power in us. This is God power in us. Like this is where we come from. You get what I'm saying? So we can really tap into that wisdom and know which way to go. We should know how to grow our own food. We should know how to grow our own medicine. We should know how to sustain life for ourselves. Really, like how to treat our bodies. Our body is the temple, you know. So really, like this is where we live. You know, it should be comfortable.
I want to give you a credit, and our guy off camera did too. You actually, this being our temple, you enlightened us today. What we should be starting our day with. You know what I mean? Because this is the most important machine on earth, is the body. So you definitely enlightened me. Say that again?
Not to mention when you wake up, you have an empty stomach. So
exactly what you put in your body.
What
you put in your body. And there's a guy growing food right down the street on Genesee under the viaduct. So it's being done.
Absolutely.
We just got to tap in and see where our part comes in.
I think also too, there's a certain way too, because you have to, like, our soil is so bad here in Buffalo. Right? So in order for us to really take advantage and grow the right food and vegetables, we got to do it above ground, right? And we also have to get like the right soil to do that as well.
Well, you can do a soil test. So I actually studied. It's a book. It's a book. I forget the author, but it's called The Intelligent Garden. And he actually talks to the reader, like, to get you to be a soil analyst or to be, you know, a farm consultant. Like he wants his readers to walk away and say, okay, I could help somebody with their farm.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's a dope book. But soil only has a couple ingredients that it needs to grow food, to produce anything, like from cannabis to ginger. You know, like you could grow anything, but the soil just has to have the right things. Now, there's a lab, Logan Labs, costs like $20. You know, they'll test your soil. And they'll give you a soil, like, prescription. They'll tell you what your soil needs to grow food here, you know? So we can do that. We can take this soil from our backyard and send it off to Logan Labs, and they'll send us back with this prescription, and then we'll just be tasked with going out to get the stuff, whether it's calcium, because the soil needs the same thing our body needs, you know? So it's calcium, it's potassium, it's potash, it's nitrogen, you know? Our bodies are made of these things.
So what's the name of the place that we can send it off to?
Logan Labs.
Logan Labs.
I believe Logan Labs is in Cleveland or Ohio somewhere. I want to say Cleveland, but
the reason why I want to emphasize that is because I know we're giving a lot of information, but we want to always give somebody a place that they can go Google, because one of you guys are looking into growing your own food. And so now you know where you can send your lab sample.
And there's somebody out there with a garden that's not growing food properly, and they probably don't know what's missing. You get what I'm saying?
Steve Solomon.
Steve Solomon. Yes. That's dope.
Thanks, Chardon.
Exactly. Yep. Come on.
So there you go. Somebody's taking heed. Somebody's taking heed to the information.
A dope book too.
Now, DQ, I know
Yeah.
something was on your heart. You said we need to get back on track.
Well, yeah.
Talk to us. Go ahead.
I just think that, what was special about, the meetings that we were having is that we were being ourselves. We were, talking about different topics and things that were like going on at that moment. Like for me right now, I'm dealing with I got some news about somebody, and then that I'm close to, that I know and stuff, and I also had visions for this person. Got news about them, and then also had got my uncle wants to be taken off with dialysis. So these those it's just been like a rough one. You know what I mean? And then still trying to make sure shit is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Making sure that, papers is being handed in, and things is being signed. You know what I mean? So, it's just those type of things has had me ready to
It's on
go.
your head. So
Yeah,
I want to touch on one of those things because, as you notice, you said your uncle possibly come off dialysis, and the world knows by trade I'm a registered nurse.
They do now. Yeah, tell
But
them.
I'm by trade I'm a registered nurse. What I always tell family is you have to set your emotions aside momentarily and touch base with the patient. This patient happens to be your uncle. You have to touch base with the patient, and the patient has to tell you what they desire. Okay? So if your uncle wants to come off dialysis, it's going to hurt the rest of the family. You don't want to lose your uncle. But your uncle might be sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have to take heed to the patient. Okay? So if anything I give you today is it's going to hurt. We all been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our folks be wanting to come home and pass at home instead of passing in the hospital. The wishes of the patient is number one.
So let me ask you a question now, as far as with dialysis, because when I used to work at the hospital, I would, see, people go through dialysis, and I would see how they would deteriorate and stuff like that. So, what do you know about dialysis?
Okay, so just being transparent, dialysis is a specialty nursing that I don't do. I'm an emergency room, medical surge, psych nurse. But in general, dialysis, you usually go to dialysis 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They hook you up to the machine. And because your kidneys can't filter the blood, this machine filters the blood, right? Usually you guys notice with your family is on dialysis, they're drained after that. The blood is your life. Picture the blood being drained out of your body, being put back in. That's your lifeline, your blood. So your family is usually drained. So if they went to dialysis on Monday, after dialysis, they're tired, they want to sleep. Tuesday, they're still tired and drained. And now they got to go do it again on Wednesday. So it is keeping them alive. But there you go. You're in a weak state. And your uncle, again, I don't know him, but you said he wants to come off dialysis because he knows he's not in the same medical state that he used to be in. And he don't probably want to live like that. That's without me knowing the details. And that's why I've done hospice nursing too. That's why I know to take heed to what the patient is saying. Because when I come in your home as the hospice nurse, I have to tell the family what are the wishes of the patient. And we have to take heed to that. I'm able to walk, come and go. When I'm not able to walk and come and go and somebody got to wipe my ass, it's time for me to go on back to the forefathers, back to the dirt. Because that's not the way of life I want. So, yeah. So with dialysis, it's draining. It's draining. But he's alive. So take heed to what he's saying. Pass that back to your family.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And appreciate these moments while he is here. Like, celebrate life now, not preparing for the future or even thinking about the future. Like, it doesn't even exist. You get what I'm saying? All that ever exists is now. You know. So enjoy these moments with your uncle. You get what I'm saying? Like celebrate that. You get what I'm saying? Like party with him. You get what I'm saying? Like bring that joy in his life. I promise you that laughter is medicine. You know, like that's a form of medicine. You know, and these are something that the doctors can't give us. You know, like that joy, that inner joy. You get what I'm saying? That we get from our family, and when they, you know, cracking jokes with us, or you know, we flipping through the photo album together or something. You know, like.
I think, and that's the thing too. Like, you know, just hearing you two brothers explain, you know, everything, just makes me also think how, like, you know, sometimes we become selfish. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we want our loved ones to be around, you know, for a long time. And also sometimes too, it's like, you know, we take life for granted, right? We take, you know, those moments not sharing with our loved ones. Serious, like we be like, oh, I'll see them tomorrow, or I get with them when I can get with them. And you know, sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You know?
In your uncle's case, I would say you showing up today, he probably, I'm not saying you haven't showed up in the past, but that's going to damn near erase all the times you didn't show up.
Right.
Because he's living in the moment.
Yeah.
And if you don't show up, that gives him time to keep thinking about the past when you did it. And I know that in my own case with my own father, who has some health issues. And when I popped up over there, he living in the moment. Just so happy that I popped up today. You know what I mean? You can be forgiven for yesterday as long as you came today.
That's a fact.
So,
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all really taking heed to what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure that some of you who are tuning in have dealt with these type of issues, right? Where, you know, a loved one is ready to go, and we don't want them to go. We don't want them to, but we know that they're suffering, right? So, you know, it's just a difficult thing, and it really like hit me yesterday when, you know, I was informed that he wants to meet with everybody and be taken off of dialysis. I was just like, man, this is real, you know, and I'm just like, you know, man, it's just reality. You know what I'm saying?
Hug, Unc.
You know, it's just reality.
And say, Unc, if you ready, you got to have that real conversation.
Yeah.
You pray over him, and you go hug Unc. Somebody got to be in Unc's ear and let them know that it's okay to go. See, that be the thing. When people are at end of life stage, and you know our family members is always like, such and such not passing on because they waiting for somebody to come into town. You ever heard that, like in our community? Like my grandmother seemed like she was waiting for me to come into town, and now she was at ease to go. You have to whisper in your uncle's ear, if you're that sick, it's okay.
Absolutely. But fact is, on the other side, I mean, how to say that, you know, a family member coming off dialysis is necessarily a death sentence. You know, how many times have we had family members in the hospital that were given this time frame and they outlived that? I have a family member right now that outlived that. You get what I'm saying? Like years past that. You know, and fact is, we have a metaphysician living inside of us. You get what I'm saying? Like that metaphysician, our spirit knows how to heal our body. It knows how to regenerate ourselves. It knows how to, you know, heal a cut on my hand. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to will it to do that. You know, it knows how to keep me breathing in my sleep. It knows how to keep my heart beating. You get what I'm saying?
He talking on another he talking on the frequency we really should be talking on. Go ahead.
Definitely. So knowing that, like, I'm sure your uncle knows that too. You get what I'm saying? He's like, hold on, this ain't it. You get what I'm saying? Like, my subconscious mind is literally like supporting my life, you know, and it knows how to do that. I don't need this because it's not necessarily doing what I needed to do, you know. Now, the body can heal anything. The body can heal anything, I promise you, but it's just based on our belief and our willingness to let go, you know. So if I got a cut on my hand and I keep picking at it, it's not going to heal. But if I got a cut on my hand and I just let it be, it's going to heal. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. The universe is self-repairing. Like, literally, like, everything in the universe is going to be repaired Like if we just, you get what I'm saying? Like
no,
take our hands off.
You talking on a higher level. What I will mix in there is with the kidneys, you know, they're the filter of the body. So he would have to immediately change to like an alkaline type diet because cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Do your research on that. So what our brother is telling us is he's talking on the level of vibration and frequency we should be talking on. That if his uncle wants to come off dialysis, he has to immediately do some changes. Obviously here.
It's a lifestyle, the mindset.
And going into an alkaline diet to see if that can repair the kidneys. We don't know how far along, you know, this stuff is. But I appreciate him for bringing that up. That's high frequency, and that's where we plan to be with this show. We plan to be high frequency.
Really, that's the goal in life. Like, really, in every aspect. So with me, like, you know, I have my own things that I deal with on a day to day, or you know, might have to work through. But that's what life is, right? Like we always figuring something out. Like God working on us, or working with us on something. You get what I'm saying? Like we all learning something. We all trying to perfect something, get better at something. You know, heal something. You know, it's like that's what it is. Like, but we got this. You get what I'm saying? Like we can do that. Like, you know,
we got this.
It's really something inside of us that knows that we're good. You get what I'm saying?
That was powerful.
Knows that we're safe, and we just need to go forward, take that next step. You get what I'm saying? So whatever that is, you know, for family, like he knows, okay, this is the step I need to take now. You get what I'm saying? I say support that, man. Speak life into that decision. Like really speak life into that. Don't let nobody come around and crying and up. No, that ain't the energy we doing here. Because first of all, we all know that our bodies is loners anyway. Like we're not our bodies. We live in our bodies. You know, one of these teachers used to say that. I love that saying. Like we live here. We're not here. I mean, like this isn't me. You get what I'm saying? I'm inside of it. You get what I'm saying?
You a breathing soul inside of this.
This is the vehicle. You get what I'm saying? So
the
we
vessel.
know at some point we got to get it back. You know, this isn't something that I'm just gonna keep when I go on.
That's
like,
fire.
No, I gotta get it back. So definitely,
I gotta get it back.
definitely.
You know.
So for the time being, while we're here, we want to make it comfortable. We want to make it, you know, fruitful. We want to leave something behind. You know, leave our footprints here. You know, but
That's
but
fire.
we not gonna stay in this, you know, vessel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this is our Ferrari, and we get it for our whole life. But at some point, we gotta, you know, give it back. We don't get a couple scratches on it throughout life. You know, we gotta check in your life every now and again.
I'm telling you, I'm taking heed. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. In closing, anybody want to close out with something?
I don't know. What
We building on something.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
This is
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the first show.
We need a cameraman. I tell you that.
That's a fact.
This phone thing. I know y'all probably getting
I know
busy.
some people too. I'm gonna be
Y'all
calling.
probably getting busy with me switching.
We just wanted to show anybody else who were thinking about doing it that it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. We holding ourselves to that statement. Because we have sat around, talked about it. We need this, we need that. We're going to just do it. Our business is in order. Our paperwork is right. We're going to just do it. So go ahead and close in, brothers. I like what you said. We got this.
Man, we got this.
Tell the youth out there he got it. Tell the youth he got it. She got it.
Definitely. We're going to make sure to tag each other in this, but, you know, you get my brother up, DQ. Time is at hand. Oh, we got to show the banner behind us. Time is at hand. Is the movement. Come on.
That's the media company.
Yep.
We gonna have shows, different shows. He gonna have his fitness show. We always gonna come together and have a self-accountability show. DQ gonna have a show. If you want a show, you need to come on down. Time is at hand, media, and let's go. Let's go.
Exactly.
All praise.
More to come.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm very happy, you know, because it's like, this is the reason why we need a cameraman. Because I'm wumbly right now with the phone and all that, but
It's cool.
I'm very excited about what we have coming up. And I know you guys will be too. Once you see the results, you're gonna really be like, oh, yeah, I understand. We already got results, but just the same thing, been paying attention. But
No, they watching. They watching.
You'll see.
Hey. So right now, we doing a sneaker drive. So
yes,
my brother's sneaker drive. That's next up. So we need our people to come together. I definitely got some sneakers because I realized I was walking around wearing the wrong size. So getting rid of all them fly sneakers that I was wearing, they had to go. Like really, because my feet was telling me, especially when I started working in certain shoes and all that. They're like, no, this ain't your size. But really, and I had to learn that. I went over to the spot on it's on Delaware, in the plaza over there. They gave me like a digital measurement of my shoe size.
Okay.
Like the first number was right, but then it's like it's not even a half size. It's more like 0.47 or something like that. So yeah. So all them shoes gotta go because comfort is key. So that's especially in what I'm doing. I'm not playing around.
He out in the field doing the construction. You make sure any projects you need, send to his inbox on Facebook.
Or check out Go to Results Construction.
Say it again.
Yeah. Go to Results Construction on Facebook or Julian on Facebook. Get the link there and go. You can see the work. And I'm always posting in the stories too. Just trying to bring life to the project, having fun with it too.
So he should be first in line if you want some work done. You come see my guy DQ. Tell him what you're doing with the Wakanda Alliance.
Yeah. Sneaker Drive, August 27th, at King Urban Life Center. Bring your family down there, get some sneakers and some socks. And then September, second week of September, we're going to be doing a pre-screening for the Woman King. So, stay tuned. Check our website, which is the galactictribe.org.
Galactictribe.org.
Yep, galactictribe.org. And then also check out our Instagram, which is Wakanda Alliance. And so we'll have more information about where to get your tickets from.
For the Woman King, that's
For the
starring Viola Davis, right?
Viola Davis, yes. And that's based off of a true story. So it's very important that we, go and support that and also learn about your history and who we really are. Because we can't keep letting them tell our story, right? We got to start telling our stories. Exactly. Right? So I guess that's going to be like the closing, right?
That's the closing.
Is that good, y'all?
Hey,
good.
Hold on, one more thing.
Yes,
There's people
sir.
watching. It's a story in y'all too. I want
Yeah.
y'all to write that story, document it,
Yes.
and
yes.
pull up with us. Let's bring this thing to life.
Yes.
Like collectively,
And when can they tune in with us again? We come in Thursdays.
Come on, let's do it Thursday.
We sticking for 7 o'clock?
Absolutely.
Okay, so next Thursday at 7 o'clock, we'll tell you what else we got going on, because we got some major things going on,
That's a fact.
honestly. That could change things, really. So, the time is at hand, that's what I do. Time is at hand, media, retail. And, you see me, I help you get your business together, and that's that. Much love.
Much love, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Yo, you was tapped in with us too. Come on, man.